family, how you doing? How you doing? How are you doing? I hope I have a good signal. It looks like I do. Happy Sunday, S-O-N day. This is a little weird for me. I'm in a different spot in the house. Hey, Nikki, good morning. How you? How's moms? Holla at me, girl. Yeah, so I call myself letting you guys know, getting my notification like I do when I know I'm not going to be at 7 or at 9. I was so asleep. The phone literally was resting on my chest. So I did get up. There was a message still sitting there. Just I never publish my post. So I apologize for that. But y'all, the sun's coming up when I got in this morning. And I said, ain't no way. Ain't no way. So thank you to all my replay viewers who are watching, and thank you for my live viewers. I see Nikki in the house, my sister in love, Chris is in the house. I just thank you guys. Yeah, I'm still tired because I got up earlier than I went to, and I've been up. Let me go and do this thing before the day is over. I'm really, really just like in need of something, sleep. I'm not a coffee drinker, so I don't do the caffeine thing like that. And then also, Honey has to go to work in a little bit, but he decided he gonna look at a little football. I mean, basketball first. You know that March Madness thing is jumping off. So he downstairs, so he took over my spot, and I didn't feel like doing yes. So here I am in my bedroom. So you know what I'm gonna do when we done. I'm just saying. I'm just being real with y'all. I'm so tired. I don't know what to do with myself. So it's like that. I like that little glow. Facebook I got a little halo thing jumping off over here. My window's right behind me. So good morning to everybody. Happy Sunday. I hope everyone is doing well. Thank you for the love and the hearts. Thank you, Nikki. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you for following. If you haven't followed me up until today, I appreciate you. I appreciate you coming in and spending time with me because you could be doing something else like sleeping. So I appreciate you. I really, really do. I thank you for sharing and retweeting. So it's time for our word of the day on this wonderful Sunday. It's a beautiful day. As you can see, I got some sun shining, so I'm really liking it. I don't know. Maybe I'll make this my new spot. It's quiet, and everybody's downstairs, and I'll be the only one upstairs. So I don't know. We'll see. I kind of like this. I won't have this kind of sunlight, I know, at 7 o'clock in the morning here because the sun is just peaking like 20 minutes before. But yeah, this is kind of cool. I like this. Anywho ever, it's time for our word of the day, and this is not to take your place. Now, I'm sorry. I'm trying to because my mount broke, and I'm waiting for a new mount. So I'm trying to hold the phones like this. There we go. So this is not to take the place, you guys, of your prayer time or of your devotional time. This is simply an exercise that we use to sharpen our perception skills and to help us to see our life situations through the eyes of a believer, of someone who believes in Jesus Christ, and we try to see things the way He sees it. Nothing is not. All things work together for our good. So we have to learn to get into the mindset of not panicking, not being anxious, and not being fearful when things come our way that aren't necessarily on our list of things to do for the day. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the purpose of this exercise is for. And so what we do is we pull a word from this glass, and we pull a word blindly so that we can be surprised, so we can feel, what's the word I'm looking for? So we can feel, sorry about that, you guys. I'm not trying to make you seasick. So we can feel what it's like to catch ourselves before we get into that negative and stinking thinking. Okay, so that's the whole purpose of what we do, of why we do this. Okay. And I apologize, you guys, because it's like I can't seem to get this right. And it's glare, and it's just doing all kind of funny things. But anyway, I apologize. So anyway, we're going to pick our word of the day. And for those of you who, again, if you've never joined me for the word of the day, what my prayer is that you this is something that you get accustomed to doing every day in your mindset, and you do it with your situations. Like I said, I like to say that sometimes we can be going about our business, minding our business, day is great, and all of a sudden, you get that phone call just out the blue. It's like, okay, really? Are you serious? That stuff that blindsides you, that stuff that has the potential of just taking you just to another place, And so you want to really get into the habit of not panicking. You just don't want to panic. You have to remember who's in charge. You have to remember that God is right there, and it didn't take him by surprise. Okay, so you quickly switch. You're allowed a moment. We're human. We're not perfect. So you are allowed that moment, but you quickly get out of that thing before it turns into a pity fest. So that's basically what this is all about. So anyway, let me go ahead, and that's what this is all about. And my prayer is that you do this daily. I know for me, it has gotten to the point where I catch myself when I'm not, doing right, when I'm not thinking right. Okay, so our word of the day is family. That's a good word. I like family. I am a family-oriented person. People who know me know, I am the poster child for loyalty and family and that ride or die chick and let's get it done. And, I have been blessed in my life to have beautiful parents. And that's an understatement. That is an understatement. One thing that life has taught me is that family is not necessarily people who share the same blood. Okay, this is going to take me somewhere. For whatever reason, God saw fit to wire me the way he wired me. And I didn't understand it because I was kind of that quirky kid, that different kind of child. I am the poster child for we are the world, we are the future. When Live Aid, I remember Philly, we were in Philly, Nikki, that year. I remember the whole Live Aid thing. I remember the concert out there. That whole year was a big deal, but I remember it was so important to me. I took that thing personally. I have a military background. I am a proud military brat. My dad did 22 and a half years, started in the Coast Guard and then went straight to the Air Force. And because of that lifestyle that I was allowed, I have never, how do I want to say this? I'm a people person. I'm a people lover. I'm a people watcher. And I don't think I've ever met a stranger. I got that from my daddy too. And I just love people. And I realize that it's a precious gift for us to be creatures of free will. And I learned this early. This is the way I'm wired. I love my family. God knows I do. My Philly folks will tell you, and they can tell you some stories of the things and the depths that I go through just to hear their voice, just to touch their face, because it's such a blessing. Family is such a blessing. But I also realize everybody is not accustomed to that. Everybody's not blessed with that. But I do believe that the good, the bad, and the ugly is still a blessing, because this is the set of people that God has blessed you with. Because of circumstances in my life, people that I have called family, or as a kid grew up calling auntie this and auntie that. I remember the biggest lesson I learned was when Daddy got killed. But in that course of the 3 days that he hung on to life before he finally passed, because there was a period when he was actually shot and where he laid there where he couldn't respond. And so I remember as a young woman, as a child, how my life was forever changed, because the world that I knew, the family that I knew, was all of a sudden different. It was different. People that I respected and loved and just considered family. People my grandmother's age, who had been around since longer than I've been on this earth, all of a sudden were different. All of a sudden I saw them say things, do things that I knew were not true. And it was this big why? What? Okay, huh? Just totally dumbfounded by the whole situation. And I remember how that the impression it left on me, how I saw the world, how I saw people. Thank you for joining. Thank you for retweeting and sharing the broadcast. I was forever changed. But I think not necessarily in a bad way. I think it just made me more aware of how precious family is, and that family is not necessarily the same people, the people that were born in the same bloodline as you. Family is my definition now at 53. Family are the people that are standing by you when you are watching your parent pass, when you don't have a lot of food to eat, when your first husband is abusing you and you need a way out of a situation, you and your children. Family are the ones that pray for you and not prey on you. That'll preach. Family's the ones that don't turn their back on you, even when you're not at your best. Family is the ones that come and help before even being asked. That's family. Now that blood thing, that's just sugar on top. That's good too. But it's not necessary. It's what I have learned. So I said all that to say, family is a beautiful thing if you let it. The lessons I have learned with family, I'm thankful to God for my family, both blood or not. Especially the not these days. Being with my mom on a daily, it's hard to do that thing by yourself. I thank God that He's always present, and that He loves me, and He guides me through this. Thank God every day for my husband. I thank God every day for my oldest son, Conlon. Thank God for Miss Kylia for contributing the best way she can. She knows when grandma's not having a good day. It's like she just knows. So she just sits in her room and she's quiet and she looks at TV and she doesn't fuss. Then when mom's having a good day, it's like Kylia knows. Okay, it's my turn. So then she'll act a nut. It's like they tag team. But I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that I have that. But family's a beautiful thing. And I know I've always said, people who don't have blood relatives that they can count on, you have family in Christ Jesus. I was just thinking, when it comes to family, I think even Jesus had brothers and sisters. Jesus had brothers and sisters, and I think that is just so cool. I know there's a debate on how many he had. I think he had I think it's questionable, 2 sisters, and was it 3 or 4 brothers? I think it is. If anybody's online and they know, I just think that's kind of cool. I remember as a kid, I think, wow, how cool is that? To say he was my brother, or Jesus is my brother. Jesus, I could see that especially being the little sister. Yes, Jesus is my brother. He's the savior of the world. Wow. Okay, how cool is that? I love Miss Hattie on one of Tyler Perry's, a couple of Tyler Perry's plays. I can't remember the name of one of the plays, but me and Mom look at his stuff all the time. But there's Miss Hattie. There's a scene in one of the plays where her daughter is cheating on her husband or something, but she goes to put her nightgown on and go to sleep, and she sings this song. She says, "Jesus is my cousin. Is he any kin to you? Jesus is my cousin. Is he any kin to you? He's my cousin on my mama's side. Is he is he any kin to you? I just think that's the funniest. I got a hoot when I hear that. I just think that is so cute. Miss Hattie. I love Miss Hattie. But family is a good thing. I don't really have, I really don't, it's hard for me, you guys. This is a hard word for me. I come from a small, close-knit family. And the picture I have in my head of my family is, I have in my head now is totally different from how I always thought it would be. You can say I took that thing for granted because my family's always, in my mind, been perfect. Perfect in the sense we're perfect for each other. I mean, I don't mean perfect like Jesus kind of perfect. I mean perfect that we're perfect for each other. But I have found out and learned things in the last, I'm going to say 3 or 4 years that have blindsided me. I will be totally honest with you. I'm being very candid now. It's blindsided me in the sense that I just never would have thought it. To the point where I would just be in denial, even though I'm looking at it, and for the first time, I think I'm seeing things that probably everybody else in the room knew, but that just wasn't my idea of what family is. I just didn't accept it. I've been forced to accept it these days, and it is what it is, Um, God is still good. God's still good. But I agree with that strong, bitter pill to swallow. I just couldn't accept that. This isn't how we were raised. This isn't what mom and daddy wanted. This isn't what was modeled. But you can't. Billy Ray. Her name is Billy Ray. Bonnie Ray. I love Bonnie Ray. Bonnie Ray sings a song. I can't make you love me if you don't. Baby, that'll preach right there. It is what it is, To God be the glory. Anyhow, I have learned when it comes to family that some people are toxic. It doesn't. They don't get a free pass because they're related. It's toxic. Let it go. Let it go. And God has been so gracious, and He has replaced the toxicity. I think that's a word. For beauty. I've gotten beauty for ashes for sure, because God has put people in my life. I'm not going to say to replace, but to prove to me and to show me that He has not left me unattended to, that He has not left me by myself, and that I can pick up the phone and call several folks who love on me. He's brought people back in my life that I have not spoken to just feel family. I feel loved. I feel good. And I give Him credit for Jesus. I give Him and send it as usual, that He knows every hair on my knee, and I've forgotten me. I am obviously 1 through 9 things to do on His end. So, yeah, family is a beautiful thing. Don't let yourself get fooled into thinking, well, my family's not perfect. Woe is me. It doesn't have to be that. I tell those who say that they're fatherless, well, if father abandoned them, situations like that, but you have a heavenly Father who will always love you and who will never leave you. And look at it this way: that joker, in his wrongdoing, is teaching you what not to do, so it still serves a purpose. It's how you look at it, And so, I'm thankful for family. Again, the good, the bad, and the ugly, because there's always something there to be learned. There's always something there to I know for me, to encourage me to just either love the situation or to learn from the situation. I have a choice. And either way, it benefits me. So I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for those who have taught me lessons and they don't even know they taught me lessons. I thank them for that. I thank them for that. Good morning, Kelly, or good afternoon, because if you're in California, it's afternoon. So on the East Coast, it's afternoon too. So I thank you all for joining me. I know this is a little today. I said 3 times. I'm so tired. I'm going to crack up when I watch this replay. I think I said that 3 times in a row. Rapidly. Girl digresses. My ending thought is I love my family. I love my family. And people who know me know that if I call you family, if I call you sis, I call you, I'm that ride or die chick. I'm mafia minded. So that means till death do we part. Yeah, we might get on each other's nerves every now and then. We might not speak for whatever reasons, but you pick up that phone and you talk and you pick up right where you left off. That's a beautiful thing, y'all. That's a beautiful thing. And my family, well, my definition are the people that look to my left and my right, like living single. My homegirls going to my left, to my right. True blue. That's family. When I'm going through, I know I got to do is pick up the phone. All I got to do is look across the room because you're staring to look at me in my face. I thank God for you. You know who you are. You know who you are. You know who you ain't. How about that? Let me stop being petty because I'm tired. I love y'all. On this 83rd episode, y'all can say, okay, Darissa was feeling some kind of way. I am. I'm tired. This is what extreme fatigue will do to a person. Because I think I even sound different, look different. So I'm going to go bless myself with some sleep. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm starting my detox today too, again. So I need to really detox some things. Some things from my body, from my mind, and from my contact list and spirit and environment. And yeah, all that. I just inventory yesterday. I need to do some detox. It's time for spring cleaning. When your surroundings are cluttered, your brain gets cluttered. That's what Aunt Tuki taught me too, and it's true. So yeah, I need to do a whole lot of detox. It's going to be a big overhaul jumping off at this house this week, starting with me. I hope y'all do the same. I love you. I thank you for spending time with me and listening to me figure my way and muddle my way through this word. And I have to be a lot of it, I probably kind of held back because it's for me. Because I love my family. As kooky and quirky and disconnected as these days we can be, I love my family. I really do. So to God be the glory. I encourage you guys to embrace your life and embrace your purpose. Cherish your time and your family. I'm going to call my cousins and feel it today. Yeah, that's what I'm finna do. We talk all the time, but today I'm going to call too. Know that God woke you up this morning, giving you another chance to get it right. Don't blow it. Don't blow it, y'all. If you don't know what to do, ask him for guidance. He'll help you. I promise you. Because we'll be doing that day. I'm feeling in a different kind of way. So before I get off in a crazy mindset, I'm going to go to the Lord in prayer. And I'm going to take a nap because I believe that's a winning combination for me today. I love y'all. Be blessed. Be blessed. Pray for your girl. And I'll pray for y'all too.